guys, my name is Leash and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am doing a cheap art supply challenge, and this is an item from Wish which has got heaps of super cheap stuff. This video isn't sponsored. I just wanted to try some things that were cheap and give them a go and have a bit of fun. So I have a couple of videos of these which will be coming up. This one is for this rainbow scratch pad booklet. I have the links in the description down below if you did want to check this out for yourself. So I saw this and I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. I thought it would be interesting. I've never done any scratch pad artwork before. I don't know if I'm using the proper words for it, but you know, it's just basically a thing where it has, you know, like a layer of black or white, and you scratch through with like a pencil or a piece of wood, like a pencil without a lead, and it reveals colors and stuff underneath. So it's interesting. It's an interesting way to work and a way to draw. I sort of went in it and I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I found that just having lots of lines was a good way to add interest to the piece and add depth and stuff like that. So I just freestyled some flowers and some peonies, which is what these are, well, kind of what these are. It was difficult for me to actually do this because I am so used to working from like a sketch and then going through and painting over the top of it or lining over the top of it. But obviously with this, I couldn't really lay down lead to have a sketch because that would pick up the black layer and reveal colors anyway. And you kind of have to work, I guess, a bit neat when doing this. So it just came like with the book, and then it came with this little like wooden skewer thing, and it was kind of blunt. I didn't realize until halfway through that, oh, I could actually sharpen it by using a Stanley knife to sharpen it like I would a pencil. Yeah, it was very interesting to work with. I had to think differently than how I normally think when I'm doing a piece. Had to freehand a lot of stuff, so I'm not 100% happy with it because, you know, if I had planned it out and sketched a bit, things might look a bit better. But I'm actually proud of how it came out. It was a bit of a challenge for me, and it looks really nice having all this line work with all the bright sort of rainbow colors coming through, and I guess it draws your attention to different things if it was just a regular painting or a regular drawing. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, and I have a few more videos of cheap art supplies from Wish, as I said before. I like the whole idea of doing cheap art supplies simply because like when I was growing up, my family didn't really have much money to spend on art supplies and stuff for me, and my mum didn't really encourage it. So it wasn't even until like high school where I actually just did mostly pen or pencil on like printer paper, like crappy paper and stuff like that. So being able to experiment and do a whole bunch of different stuff is just really satisfying to me. I think it's good to apply your artistic brain to different mediums and stuff every now and then, have that challenge and that creative outlet than, you know, like than what you normally do. And if you're having a bit of an art block, things like this are actually really, really good for it because you're forced to think differently and, you know, just get your brain going in a different way than what you normally would. And I think the whole thing with cheap art supplies is I love that it shows people, you know, you don't have to have, you know, $1,000 digital tablets. You don't have to have the most expensive colored pencils or most expensive Copic markers and all of this stuff. You don't have to have a lot of money to make good art. I think the best artists are the ones that can take, you know, nothing and turn it into something. The best artists are the ones that make do with what they have. And yeah, so I went on a bit of a rant there. So yeah, I was just drawing these flowers, peonies, and not really referencing them, so they're probably not 100% accurate, but I had a lot of fun just sort of drawing the bits and pieces. And this was really messy to actually do because like the black stuff would come and I have to brush it aside, but it was worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you liked this piece. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. It helps me out so much, you guys. I will see you in my next video, but until then, keep drawing.